Welcome to 5-Minute Mics with Finlos. Today I'm going to be sharing the Sontronics Corona for its use with vocal recording. It's a passive supercardioid microphone that is designed specifically for vocal applications, including live performances, streaming, and podcasting. It uses the same dynamic capsule as the Sontronics Solo and a similar vintage design aesthetic as the Sontronics Halo. Everything you are hearing, except for the comparisons later in the video, is recorded on the Corona through the Lewitt Connect 6 with no processing. At the time of this recording, it retails for about $330 US. The mic is designed and manufactured in England. According to Sontronics, there was such a demand to have a vocal mic that looked like their Halo instrument mic that they basically mashed up the Halo and Solo to create the Corona. I can see why people would want to have a vocal mic with this design. It harkens to radio and live mics from the early and mid 20th century with its metallic gray suspended capsule housing, spring mounted, and a simple black metal ring. It is classic looking, but is clean and modern. The springs themselves provide quite a bit of sound isolation from bumps and taps if you are mounting the mic to a desk boom or rocking and rolling on stage with a stand. The lower portion of the mic has a solid block of metal with the make and model as well as the XLR connector. Behind this is the stand adapter, which being both offset from the XLR and having a swivel should allow for plenty of room to use this with most booms or stands, whereas many of these older styled mics require an extension mount to function properly. As I described, the entire microphone is gorgeously designed with all metal components, except for the wire, linking the capsule to the XLR port. I'm happy to say that this is a heavy lead, and I note this because this higher quality cable should offer protection from RF and EM interference. The Corona has no pads or filters, and as such, there are no switches on the mic. It is also a passive microphone, but one with a healthy output. I have the gain on the Connect 6 set to 50%, and I'm hitting the marks for this recording. This is a supercardioid capsule which offers a narrow focus of clean pickup in front of the mic. This means that it offers very good sound rejection from the sides and much of the rear, but there is a small lobe of sensitivity directly behind the capsule. Because of this design, the Corona is resistant to feedback in live settings and with good placement could function well with a group podcast. But if you plan to use this mic in an untreated room with lots of reflective surfaces, you could pick up some sound reflections from the rear, especially from large flat monitor screens or blank walls. As a live use or podcast mic, you will likely have a tendency to want to be close to capture the warmth that this mic has to offer, which I encourage, but be sure to practice good technique and angle the mic to the corner of your mouth as it is prone to plosive pops. Coincidentally, the diameter of the capsule housing is similar to that of Electro Voice RE20 and similar microphones, so pop filters that fit those end-address mics will work with this one, and actually don't interfere with the aesthetic too badly, since you will likely want this thing on camera if you are streaming or making video content. This is not an inexpensive mic, and what you get out of the box, which is a very nice box, is what you get. And I'm happy to say that what you get is mostly worth the cost. Sontronics has tuned this mic to accentuate the aspects of most people's voices that are most pleasing, the warm areas in the lows and the breathiness of the highs, and this mic highlights both of those features extremely well. The lows are warm without being boomy or muddy, and the highs are detailed and expressive without unnatural sibilance. The tone lends to an air of intimacy. This is a vibrant and lively mic, and as such, I think it excels with almost any vocal use, but especially live or interactive situations that would allow your voice to fluctuate and vary, to allow the detail and clarity of this microphone to highlight the peaks and valleys of your voice. This mic is fun to use, and its design is beautiful and encourages you to be bold with whatever your creative project may be. It is not a neutral sounding mic, but it has been tuned in such a way that I think it could bring out the best aspects of most users' voices. Here are a few comparisons of other dynamic microphones so you can hear the Corona in context. First is the Behringer XM8500, which is a dynamic mic with cardioid pickup. Nature, the gentlest mother, impatient of no child, the feeblest or the waywardest, her admonition mild. In forest and the hill by travelers is heard, restraining rampant squirrel or too impetuous bird. Next is the CAD A77, which is similar in that it is a retro large diaphragm supercardioid mic designed with vocals in mind and is just a gorgeous microphone. Nature, the gentlest mother, impatient of no child, the feeblest or the waywardest, her admonition mild. In forest and the hill by traveler is heard, restraining rampant squirrel or too impetuous bird. Now we have the parallel priced SE Dynacaster in neutral mode and its onboard mic activator turned off. Nature, the gentlest mother, impatient of no child, the feeblest or the waywardest, her admonition mild. In forest and the hill by traveler is heard, restraining rampant squirrel or too impetuous bird. And finally is the fellow English designed and built Aston Stealth with its onboard mic activator turned off and set to voice mode 1. Nature, the gentlest mother, impatient of no child, the feeblest or the waywardest, her admonition mild. In forest and the hill, my traveler is heard, restraining rampant squirrel or too impetuous bird. I will include additional audio samples in the details for this video. You can check out my affiliate links to purchase this mic or any of my gear, but I always recommend you trying to find pre-owned equipment first. Check me out with this and all my other microphones on the Finlos Lives podcast at finloslives.com. I'd love to hear what you thought about the Sontronics Corona or any of the mics featured in this video, so leave a comment below. If you appreciate this content, please be sure to like and subscribe. Be kind to your voice.